Hey, John and Tiffany. Sorry about my voice. I thought we were going to have a call at 11:30, and I didn't hear from anybody. So let me take you to the home page. This is just a little test drive. I might darken this opacity a little bit because the focus is right here on this particular photo, and the reason why we did that is because the focus would be on the activity, right? On mobile, when we mobile optimize, this will be underneath that, and everything would be straight up and down. Just so you know. Here's the form, event type, please select, right? Number of guests, nice range. Is your date flexible? It's a great question. And then preferred date, they go and pick on the calendar and then request my date. I think I'm gonna make this button smaller so I'm more enticed, maybe half of this size, more enticed to click it. Then we're gonna just use three main categories as the flow. There's your logo, that's that kind of gray with blue hue to it, black, and then silver and white were the colors. So you'll see everything corresponds. Like if I hover over these, they change to that lighter shade. And everything kind of moves with the color. This will go to weddings, which is a tab all on its own. And this one will go to events, which there'll be a section for those underneath there. So we'll probably do corporate events as its own tab underneath events, and then just everything else would be another sub tab. This would be all of your vendors that you use. We want to at least put their logos or highlight who they are. You're going to want to make sure that they have a secured website. I don't want to add anybody's website links that their sites are not secured, since you're going to be collecting personal information on people. You have a obligation to protect that, right? Because we are running a secured site. Okay. This looks great with white behind it. I know there was some question about it, but this hue here matches the color scheme. Might switch it to more white. I don't know. This was on a little white background, but it looks good, right? So I think it's going to look great on print, on cards, invitations, anything that's got the stamp is going to look awesome. And you notice this little diamond is the what they call favicon, right? This is a little portion of a logo that signifies who you are. If I go to another tab, check it out. It inverts. It's pretty sweet. So then these are really nothing. These are stationary. I think this would be for phase 2 with the growth. We can show the different types of food or a different type of food menu. Say for instance, it's Asian culture or Middle East or whatever. We show it. A boardroom or ballroom, maybe even a split picture that shows a boardroom meeting and then two people dancing. The setting, a couple of like two split picture, like one crazy funkadelic, one totally classic. And then year-round events, this could be 1, 2, 3 split with, at least 3 seasons, right? But this is probably going to be omitted because of the lack of content till you guys get some bookings behind you and we could have some real pictures. This is the testimonials. We recommend that we use Tiffany's. We're going to omit tag edge events, just that we have people reporting that working with Tiffany is fantastic. This is what they call the footer menu. Let's go to weddings. Weddings is going to probably be empty. This is a little slow because I'm in my editor tool, so you won't see this appear, live. It's empty because we're going to let the designer fill that up. Shoot. We're going to let the designer fill this up. Let her put her artsy in there. We got some great high-res pictures for it. Then you go to events, which there'll be some drop-down tabs here, but that's also dependent on content. So she's going to do her magic and then fill in all the lorem ipsum language, Latin words with real stuff. When you go to events, when you go to gallery, the gallery is pretty badass. Great picture. I love this one. I might even put that on the front. I don't know. But we'll let her do the artsy thing. So photography, you have 4 buttons to go to a gallery of pictures. So one's weddings, one's corporate events, one's special occasions, and then this one is event space. That's why the pictures of the after remodel is important, because it's going to go there. Just like any videos of weddings, corporate events, and special occasions are going to go here. So it's going to be a nice little category. What we're going to put in this spot is event space video. So if someone's got a VR and they can shoot high quality, that'd be great. If it's not in the budget, just get me a video and we'll put it here. It'll be a YouTube encrypted player anyway. It also goes on the virtual tour. Okay, those will be the same video. Um, that's a really nice feature that's there. Of course, everywhere, every page, we've got the, register, because there's plenty of good stuff to look at. Reviews are just simply the reviews. See what people think of us, learn about the quality service we provide to all our clients. So it's got to be the mission, man. Everybody, it doesn't have to be in the department of sales, but the organization needs to be in the department of sales. Everybody's satisfied, everybody's happy, or massive intervention. Because, as you guys know, reputation can kill your business. Uh, this would be where, the reviews go, or the testimonials that we'll get from Tiffany. And I thought this was cool, right? This made me think of Tiffany. This made me think of Jose. John, I don't know which one you are there, right? But I'll be the girl, so whatever. But we should put that there because that is a new modern type thing. Who are they dealing with? It's kind of nice, right? Without having to actually call you. The virtual tour, just so you can see. I'm sorry for my voice, man. I'm pushing so hard to talk. Here's the virtual tour. And it's just a nice video player. We stuck a video in it for right now. It's just about, like an airplane flight. We're going to want to stick the video that goes in the gallery for event space. That's the one we want. And then if we have permission to use people's videos or snippets of it, we can put other people's venue there, right? Okay. Now this would be connected to your channel called Grand Lux Hall, and the only videos that will ever play would be either we'll stop it, make it go back to reload and replay anyway, or they can watch other videos from the hall. Okay, but that's an ongoing process. Same thing here, same form, right? And then inquire, which could go away, but that's all right. I like it. Secure your next event today. Beautiful. Quality looks great. The color scheme is demure, but it's a little bit romantic. I'm digging it. These will be live to all of your own pages. I'm going to make a Facebook page, a YouTube channel, Instagram, and Pinterest for you. Reason why these get done last is you got to have an active website. This is in private mode with a domain name and URL with privacy policies at work, okay, which we'll have all in the website. So the developer's done. I did review and changes with them already for structure. Now the designer team takes over. Content writers, disclosure, terms and conditions, privacy will go in. Contracts and payment we're going to omit for now until phase 2. Let's get bigger. We're going to let Tiffany take down all the leads and see what she can plus sell, right? And then from there we'll start, maybe later in the year, let people start paying and booking if she gets too busy. Or she hires an assistant and we keep going that way. So Monday through Wednesday, content writer designers will complete it. I'll review changes on the Thursday, the 12th. Then we'll mobile optimize everything because you do that last. Then on Friday, probably late Thursday and throughout the night, Thursday night, I'll create all these pages here, and it's important how these are created and the structures that are connected to the site because I want to maximize SEO. That saves you a ton of money if you just know how to do it right. Plenty of good people out there to do Facebook and social medias, but not a lot of them are not web designers or developers or builders or digital strategists. So it's important for me to set this up, okay? I don't care who goes and daily refreshes it or load it, but anytime you get a video, just dump it to the channel. Whatever photographer does, you just give them the handle, right? And then from there, we can put it everywhere. And then on Facebook, we can upload and share links and post and the whole 9 yards, right? But when you want to do daily posts and daily activity pictures and Pinterest, you need somebody for a couple, $200-300 a month that'll just do that. We'll be the bulkhead behind it all. Then also on the same day that we create all that, Thursday night, Friday morning, we'll create that MailChimp account. If I can have a CSV file with email, first and last name, then I can e-blast a campaign, and the flyer is going to look very much like, part of the website. It's going to also tumble into Facebook and Instagram in modified flyer or picture mode. And so it's going to drive a lot of activity. We'll be able to launch all that on Saturday. Optimum time is 9 or 4 p.m. on Saturdays to do an email blast, okay? So you'll get a free MailChimp account unless you already have one, John. I don't want to use anybody else's Facebook or anybody else's YouTube or Instagram. We're just going to start it fresh, man. We need to do this thing on its own. Okay. So there you go. Beautiful website. Looks great so far. Comments, questions, timeline. Stage 1, we are on schedule. Stage 2, designer, content writers. We'll be wrapping that up by Wednesday. Hopefully I can get it back in my queue Wednesday midday. And then we can go through review changes and mobile optimize Wednesday afternoon, debug anything Thursday, and then Thursday night, get all that other social mediums built, connected, and the MailChimp, and have this thing ready to rock. All right. Hopefully you guys are on schedule for construction for your printed flyers. I can make it say open whenever, but I don't want to email blast, Facebook post, Instagram post. We don't want to put any information out there of an open date that's not going to happen. So that really depending on you guys. Once I shoot it, I can't take it back. All right. Thanks a lot, man.